So early in 1934, Eastern Color ran off 35,000 copies of Famous Funnies Series 1, Number 1, 64 pages of reprints for Dell Publishing Company, to be sold for 10 cents in chain stores. It sold out quickly that Eastern Color issued a new version of Famous Funnies Number 1 in May 1934 with a cover date of July 1934. And starting in July with issue number 2, this became the first monthly comic book magazine. Famous Funnies was the first full-color comic book sold to the public. It set the standard of 68 pages, including covers, selling for 10 cents. Early issues of this series, starting with number 1, advertised the contents as 100 comics and games, puzzles, magic. The series would come out with a new issue every month, making it the first monthly newsstand comic publication in America. The title continued for over 20 years through 218 issues, reaching a circulation peak of over 40,000 copies a month. In May that year, Famous Funnies was relaunched. It featured 4 pages, each of several newspaper comic characters. 64 pages long, but kept the 10-cent price tag. It had a 90% sell-through rate, but still lost over $4,000 to the publishers. A second issue that came out in July with a cover date of September was monthly after that. With the second issue, the magazine hired people at $5 a page to create original material for them. Meanwhile, it was costing the magazine $10 a page for syndicated reprints. The comic was edited by Stephen O. Douglas, but Moore got the credit in the first issue. From number 3 on, Buck Rogers took the center stage and became the comic's feature character. By the 7th issue, finally a profit emerged as the group made $2,600 in profit. But it must have been too little, too late, as Dell Publishing got cold feet and sold their 50% share to Eastern Color. Still, every issue had higher sales, and by a year's time, sales were up to almost 1 million per month. How the 10 cents per issue got divided among the parties bounced around as the series progressed. At first, Eastern would see 6 of the 10 cents. Later, it was up to 6.5 cents. The rest was split between newsstand and distributor, with the newsstand taking 2 and then 2.5 cents, and American News took 1 and then 1.5 cents. Eastern proudly made public the amount of money they were making off the comics as a way of saying, "I told you so," to the many people who rejected the idea at first. They were making $30,000 profit per issue. They also did this to drum up more business, either as a publisher or printer. By the time a year had gone by, Famous Funnies had gained some respect and was placed on newsstands besides slick magazines such as Atlantic Monthly and Harper's. They also had 5 competitors putting out monthly magazines. The comic series would last 218 issues, ending in 1955.
Heritage Auctions is the world's largest collectibles auctioneer, with 40 collectible categories and nearly 1 million online bidder members. Whether you're an experienced collector hunting for that elusive item, or a novice considering the sale of a valuable family heirloom, put the expertise and market strength of Heritage Auctions to work for you. Visit us today at ha.com to find out for yourself why Heritage Auctions is the world's largest collectibles auctioneer.